Hello everyone, it's that time of the year when I'm making the one and only year recap video where I share just my subjective preferences. And once again I'm going to do that, and I'm going to tell about the models that were the most pleasant surprise for me in the past year, with few small exceptions. Of course, more logical would be to release this video before Christmas, but actually, ex-Soviet people are grown in the atheistic traditions, so for many of us, New Year is the main winter holiday, so I decided to release this video before the new year, and actually I was a bit busy finishing this year, so a bit late from the rest of the world perspective, but still I hope it will be released at the 2020. It was a complex year, but I won't be bragging about that, so let's proceed to the gear itself actually. So, first category is the full-size headphones. Unfortunately, this year I didn't have many models, so two headphones that I would like to mention. One was reviewed in 2019, and second is just yet to be reviewed. Also, I'd like to mention Sennheiser Momentum 3, really good Bluetooth full-size headphones that I've tested. But of course, first model is Kennerton Troller. They're planar magnetic headphones, pretty expensive, but at the same time it's a great combination of engaging musical and technical representation at the same time, so it's really worth flagship status. Good selection of premium wood, leather case, and interesting headband design, so everything that you can expect from flagship. As usual, if you're interested in more details, I will try to keep this video short, because I still need some time to chop some salads, to prepare the New Year table and dishes. So if you're interested in some details, just feel free to search my channel or not my channel, so getting more opinions is always a good idea. And second model is iBasso SR2. Actually, I'd like to say that SR1 it's my number one headphones in the office. I use them for more than a year, and I really like them. I don't know why iBasso decided to make them limited, but they are out of production, and here is SR2, bit more modern looking. I will elaborate more in the comparisons, but maybe I even like SR1 design a bit more, but SR2 definitely a step forward in terms of comfort and also improvement in terms of sound, so expect the review in the near future. And that's about the full-size headphones. So next part is depths, and rain behind my window makes some noise. I hope it won't interrupt me. So once again, I'd like to stress that it's not the best gear, it's just the gear that I like most of all. And my tastes of course are perfect because it's my tastes, but of course it's still subjective as well as any other taste, so it's just my selection, and for some other people it could be different. And let's probably proceed in step by step or in price increase order. So in the budget segment, I'd like to highlight two models. So it's FIO M3 Pro and Hybe R2. It's like two different approaches to creating the small and affordable players. This one costs $100, this one even less, about $70, or I don't remember the exact price. Different design. This one is more rectangular, closer to square, this one is more rectangular, and both use a sensor screen, both are built nicely, aluminium and glass, but different in terms of approach. This one is focused mainly on the sound with maximum attention to it, in order delivering maximum sound quality in this price range. This one is a bit more full-featured. It has Bluetooth, it has Wi-Fi, basic streaming services, so sound is a tiny bit better in the with FIO, but Hybrid delivers much more features and is more universal as a transport, as a player, and with all other stuff. So it's hard to select one, at least for me. I'm using them both simultaneously. In the middle segment there were a lot of competitors, a lot of competitions, but I'd like to highlight and admit Shanling M6 Pro. I like the Shanling's departure from their traditional sound and their idea to create more natural sound, but still they have a bit of slight coloration to make everything more engaging and more fun. And I testing different headphones, more and more times I came to decisions that I like their pairing with M6 Pro. And of course M8 is coming, hope we'll see it, and there are a lot of other players in this price range, so FIO M11 is another great competitor, but M6 Pro was one of my choices this year. And separate category and no compromise device, it's iBasso DX220. Company definitely need to have some guts to release such a device. It's big, it has some unusual stuff in terms of usability. For example, it requires two chargers, so you charge separately digital part and battery part with different chargers. It has two battery indicators, but at the same time they have two absolutely separated power schemas, and that means absolutely pure and clean power for the amplification and delivering no compromise sound with perfect control, with great dynamism and so on. Of course, it's also a great driver for the full-size headphones. It's not portable device per se. 700 grams made it not portable but transportable, but still interesting design, good controls, tons of power, and great sound. So in the upper segment, above $1,000, my choice is Aston Kern Alpha Cube. There were few good depths, and FIO M15, for example, is worth mentioning, but Aston Kern surprised me first of all by the amount of power it delivers, and at the same time by the black background, so it's really universal in terms of amplification. And if you're looking for a single device to drive both sensitive in-ear monitors and full-size cans, and if you want it to be not really huge, Alpha Cube is a really good option. And of course it's Aston Kern in terms of UI, UX and so on. And speaking about the best of the best, this year for me is Hibi R8. It's also pretty big player, big job, not as big as DX220 Max. I need probably to organize the battle of bricks or battle of big dubs. It's barely pocketable, but still pocketable, and it's really good in terms of sound. It's dynamic, it's natural, resolving, and almost natural, but with a hint of additional coloration to make everything more engaging. And of course it's great in terms of usability, fast chipset, good screen. Also Chinese version even has 4G, at least that's what I've heard. And also I must admit that I like Hibi's departure from their original design to more EG1. And you probably know that new R6 is also coming in the similar design, and we'll see how it plays, but this one was the best for me player of this year. Next category, most numerous one, probably it's in-ear monitors, and just a few introduction remarks. So you know, probably the biggest hit to my taste, the model that I like most of all in terms of my pleasure to price ratio, it's Big EYZ Spring 2. Unfortunately, I forgot them in my office, so I will add some photos here. But I really like the dynamic nature, I like the energetic representation, and just, you know, it's model hitting my sweet spot. And another note, this year I disqualify from this competition all IMR models, because it's, you know, it's just not honest for other models. I like IMR tuning, I like what they are doing, but you know, if I'd consider them here, it would be just IMR models, because this year they released a lot of interesting stuff, and actually, as a teaser of the upcoming reviews, here is the sample, and let's say that it's also one of the best models that I really like. It's a 4-driver type hybrid model, and it's really well tuned and offers really interesting sound, but they're going not in the main competition, because the judge or me as a judge, you know, I'm not honest when it comes to IMR, I just like them. And let's probably do it in few segments too. So in the affordable segment, the model that I'd like most of all, it's KB Ear Lark. For less than $30 or just $30, you'll get a good package, you'll get nice design and natural, well-tuned sound, not boring, but at the same time not too colored, so really fairly well balanced. And in the middle segment, it's LZ A7, good model in terms of sound with pretty ugly look, so I don't know why they decided to make them so unusual, but it's really good technical resolving model if you like such signature. Probably few honorable mentions would go to the Kinera as the creators of the most beautiful models of this year, and also with a really good sound, and their sister brand Queen of Audio. I decided not to overcomplicate this part, but still they worth some mentions, as well as many other brands, of course, but I can't mention all, but I'd really like to. And in the flagship segment, my choice is Campfire Audio Ara. This model was a bit shadowed by the updated Andromeda 2020, and many people prefer new and updated Andromeda, but my heart goes to the Era or Ara. I like new tuning of Campfire Audio, more natural, more monitoring, but executed on the perfect level of Campfire Audio. And also, who can resist these titanium shells? I don't know. Also, there is a really worth mentioning model, it's Noble Audio Sultan, but they are so expensive that, you know, it's probably not honest to include them in this review, because they just beat everyone because of the ultra flagship status. And another model worth mentioning, I don't know what category to put it, like the most liked sound, my most preferable type of sound tuning, I don't know. It's Fion UFD5. It's some sophisticated driver with diamond-like carbon diaphragm coated by beryllium in the semi-open design with sophisticated shells with spatial Vulkan sound system and acoustic lens. And basically it's model tuned to deliver fast, dynamic, natural sound for those who need resolution, for those who need micro contrast and tiniest details. And you know, it's one of the best values for $300 I've got this year. And yet another mention, like it was with iBasso DX220 Max, and the same goes to this in-ear monitors. It's a pure audio dope model that receives like my respect for the idea. So audio engineers from St. Petersburg decided to create the model with maximum flat frequency response and with best step response, and they created pure audio dope. They are like mid-priced model, a bit above traditional Chi-Fi level, but it's interesting in-ear planars with absolutely natural sound, really pure, really demanding. But if you want to hear the most uncolored sound, it's a really good and interesting option for you. So it was in-ear monitors. And the rest of the devices, so miscellaneous category, I can't unify them in one single topic, so just what we have left. And among dongles, it's Loto Po S1. It's a bit not honest competition because it's more expensive. It costs like 3 regular dongles or 2.5. Also, it's bigger, and actually it's far beyond the regular dongle price, but at the same time it's universal. It offers really good sound, nice driving power, balanced and single-ended output, and lot of filters. So it's a really good choice, of course, if you'd like to spend almost $200 for a tiny USB digital to analog converter for your smartphone or tablet. And in the true wireless category, the best choice for me is Sennheiser Momentum True Wireless second revision, if I remember right. Despite having a few drawbacks, like they need to be used simultaneously and you can't use just one channel here, for example, it's still really good, engaging dynamic sound, pretty well working active noise cancelling, and good sound, actually, good value, one of the best sound in the true wireless segment. And a device that stands out from the crowd, I can't even select the category for it. You know, it probably the most obvious that FIO could create the new market niche, and it's a BTA30 Bluetooth receiver. It's desktop Bluetooth receiver, and it's a great way to turn your setup into the wireless one. It can be used as a transmitter, as a receiver, and even as a digital to analog converter. It has few limitations, but it's affordable. It's priced below $90. It gives good connection quality, it gives good sound quality, and just connect it to your digital to analog converter, to your active speakers, and it will deliver the best possible wireless sound. Or you can connect it to your computer and transmit the wireless sound also with a really good quality, and add here stylish design, nice feature set. I'm pretty sure that this year or in some near future we'll see more such devices, but this one is already pretty good enough. Also, desktop digital to analog converter of the year is S-Audio Focus 2. I didn't test many of them, but Focus is definitely worth its position in this year recap video. Relatively affordable, truly neutral, powerful device with great binaural processor. And a separate category, also unfortunately I can't put it on table, but I will add few photos. Device of the year. For me it's Xduo TA30. Great digital to analog converter and tube amplification combo with Bluetooth on board, and you know, it's really great sound, and it's a great combination of modern digital technologies with classical tube sound, and Xduo implemented really great. I really like it, and it sounds so well with all my full-size headphones, so just best excitement to price ratio ever. So, thank you for staying with me this year. Thank you for digging through my accent and still watching my reviews. My big gratitude to all of you who listen to these reviews, and also hello to all fellow reviewers. You know what I really like about the audio reviews, that it's a really friendly community and there is almost zero competition between the different sites. So Headphoniacs, Audio123, Audiophile Heaven, AudioReviews.org, with whom I create more close relationships this year, and many other people who working in this area, who share their excitement. And of course I wish everyone a happy new year, happy winter holidays, and let's see what next year will bring us. I really hope it will be better.